I believe that you may say you don't want border control and you're against ICE, but I actually don't believe you in your daily lives. How many people in the audience here had to go through security to get here? Raise your hand. Just be honest. Otherwise, you go to jail, I guess, for illegal trespassing, right? This is an authorized...
Illegal immigration remains one of the most debated issues in the country, and tensions quickly rise whenever it's discussed. During a heated moment on The View, Elisabeth Hasselbeck challenged the panel with a simple but pointed question, exposing what she believed were inconsistencies in their views. The exchange sparked an intense back and forth that grabbed attention right away. That's exactly why today's video is one you won't want to miss. So let's
So Joe Biden, I remember during the speech to the nation, said, we have a good border plan that is bipartisan.
Yeah. It failed.
No, it didn't fail. The Republicans were told by you-know-who, don't do this. Block this. So that's the first one. But more than anything, nobody wants anyone murdered. I was going to say that one of the things that I think everybody in the nation wants is they want tight borders. They want people who are not good for the country out of the country. There have been efforts made by both sides to figure out how to do this. This is not the way. To round people up the way that they do. And you're right. If somebody come at me with a mask on, run and talk about, hey, and didn't show me they were coming.
Yeah, this is the party of masks. You guys force masks on everybody in the United States. I don't want to hear you can't see my face, and, I just can't.
Yeah, the impact of having a Republican voice on the panel, like Elisabeth Hasselbeck, instead of figures such as Alyssa Farah Griffin or Ana Navarro, felt noticeably different to some viewers. During the discussion on The View, critics argued that Whoopi Goldberg misunderstood Joe Biden's bipartisan approach to the southern border. They claimed the policy came after years of loose enforcement and was seen as an attempt to push the immigration issue out of the 2024 election spotlight. They also argued that even if legislation sounds strong on paper, it doesn't always produce effective results. According to that perspective, the proposal could still allow large numbers of people to enter the country daily through official ports of entry. Hasselbeck didn't stop there. She went...
Zero illegals released into the U.S. for 10 months straight have not crossed, okay? That nearly 3 million aliens have left the United States, that we have the lowest murder rate in 125 years, that fentanyl trafficking is down 56% at the border, and daily encounters have gone down 96%. Hang on one second. We need a strong border, especially now with our current global situation. And I believe that you may say you don't want border control and you're against ICE, but I actually don't believe you in your daily lives. How many people in the audience here had to go through security to get here? Raise your hand. Just be honest. Otherwise, you go to jail, I guess, for illegal trespassing, right? This is an authorized audience. They had to go through security to get through the border, to get right here, to just hear us talk. We need strong borders more than ever right now. We are being infiltrated.
But listen, can I give you on the border when Renee Good and Alex Peretti were murdered, and death is not a mistake. That was a murder.
As were those killed by illegal immigrants.
Let's not be dismissive about the fact.
I'm not dismissive. I just said all their lives matter.
That's really the core of the argument. These are two separate issues that don't have to conflict. A country can enforce its borders while also ensuring that citizens and migrants are treated safely and fairly. In theory, both goals can exist at the same time. Critics, however, argue that modern political debates, especially on the left, struggle to maintain that balance, often framing the issue in more ideological terms. They believe immigration enforcement should never result in harm or loss of life, but also stress that flaws in the system shouldn't lead to violence in the other direction either. At its simplest, the idea is about consistency and fairness, protecting people while upholding...
I understand. I also believe that we have a God of borders. We have a nation of borders for good reason. I hate the fact that people are dying in this. My heart actually bleeds for this. It also bleeds for Laken Riley, Jocelyn Nungare, Rachel Moran, Matthew Dennis, Sarah Ruitt, Ivory Smith, all killed at the hands of illegal immigration. This needs a fix, but it needs a fix now. And let me tell you, this is tactical, practical. Yes, the how matters. Yes, it was done without a how during the Biden administration and Obama.
Okay, here's the thing.
She has actually solved the problem in the past
Biden out of here because this is really bad.
Listen, I told you my heart aches. I do think we can extend the department to also monitor and weed out criminals who are coming in here to infiltrate versus those that are coming here with hope to elevate their lives to a place that we just happen to be born here with. I get that.
Some critics argue it's incomplete to leave out figures like Barack Obama and Joe Biden when discussing current immigration challenges, saying policies from multiple administrations have shaped today's situation. They also point out that the security dimension of illegal immigration doesn't always get as much attention in public debates as humanitarian concerns. With millions of border encounters reported in recent years, critics say it's unrealistic to assume every individual crossing has the same intentions, even while acknowledging that many are seeking better opportunities. From this perspective, a key question emerges. If expanding legal immigration pathways is a goal, why isn't there more consistent bipartisan cooperation to strengthen and streamline the system? Instead, they argue, the approach often appears divided and contradictory. Commentators like Scott Jennings have highlighted these concerns, outlining what they see as gaps between stated goals and actual policy proposals, and calling for a more balanced, coordinated solution.
Instead, Democrats are doubling, nay, tripling down, I think, on their insane positions around immigration. Just last week, my interaction on CNN with Tennessee State Representative Justin J. Pearson, that went viral because he refused to acknowledge that there is a single illegal alien that he believes ICE should deport. He couldn't name a single person. And now up in Minnesota, there is a Democrat primary up there for the United States Senate, and it is forcing the candidates in that race to take the most irresponsible, craziest positions you could imagine. Representative Angie Craig, she is a congresswoman right now. She's running in this Senate primary. She wrote an actual op-ed for her local newspaper in Minneapolis, saying that she now regrets her vote in favor of the Laken-Riley Act. She voted for it. Now she regrets it. Now keep in mind what the Laken-Riley Act was all about. It allowed for the detention of non-citizens without bail if they are charged with burglary, assaulting a police officer, or other crime.
And what makes it more striking, critics say, is that this perspective is coming from someone considered a moderate Democrat. In their view, a policymaker shouldn't express regret for backing measures aimed at strengthening the safety of their own constituents. Issues that once had bipartisan backing now appear far more divided, showing how ideological the debate has become. At the same time, they emphasize that there is a real human cost on both sides, affecting American citizens as well as migrants. That's why proposals like those from Eric Adams are drawing attention, as he outlines budget plans for New York City aimed at addressing the challenges tied to immigration and public
amount for migrants is crazy. There should be $0 for illegal immigrants.
But
Zero.
I don't think you can have zero, because if they're going to be there, they're going to be. You have to feed them. You have to do something with them. Like literally, if you don't feed them, they're going to be robbing stores. They have to. Human beings need food. What are you going to do?
Get them jobs.
How are you going to get a migrant a job?
Get them a job in Guatemala.
Wouldn't you rather give them food than a job? I don't want them taking American citizens' jobs.
Well, the whole thing's a mess.
The whole thing's a mess. But the point is, you can't just throw them away.
Right.
That's the
Unless
problem.
you're going to remove them from the country.
Right. Unless you remove them, even if you want to put them in jail, that's not cheap.
Right. That costs a lot of money.
Critics often argue that mainstream media tends to highlight stories that drive attention and ratings, which can sometimes leave the bigger picture overlooked. From that perspective, a party that presents itself as compassionate may still fall short when it comes to fully addressing the real human costs involved on all sides of the issue. Many believe meaningful improvements to the legal immigration system are essential moving forward. Otherwise, the long-term consequences could continue to build. What do you think about this? Share your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll